Howdy, howdy. Got a little shout out going down here. Joker Nation. They didn't leave me much car to spray paint, but, and y'all know Ron, that's the customer's name, but I've been meaning to get to this shout out. He asked me for a while back. He's been patient. I sure appreciate it, brother. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get a better bite, cowboy. Get a better bite. But he does the exploring the abandoned buildings and houses and stuff like that, and he goes live. As a matter of fact, he was live last night. Had a good time, a lot of jokes, a lot of laughs. It's called The Punchline, but for some reason it seemed like I was the only one telling the jokes last night. I'm joking, brother. I'm joking. Good little channel. And there's a group of guys. I got another van over here. We're gonna put some more spray paint on it. I'm crushing, and I'm also stacking cars, kind of like crushing with extracurricular activity. Hey guys, Mario got cold yesterday, and he got wet, he got cold, and we shut it down, and he just ain't. I've asked him 4 times if he's okay, and it don't seem like he's Mario today. But it is what it is. It's nasty out here. It's muddy. It's sloppy. Y'all can see that. I mean, it'll zap it out of you. But I got to thinking about it. What I really need to do is cross train him. I need to get him up on this loader. I need to get him moving cars around. And if that situation happens again, because we got to get the work done. I mean, I did shut it down yesterday. He said, "Cowboy, I want to go home, man. I don't feel good. I'm cold. I'm wet. I want to go home." And I shut it down. But I got to thinking, we still got to get the work done. It is what it is. It's a job, folks. Inside, outside, nice weather, bad weather. It's a job. We got to get the work done. But if I cross train him, then I can get down there on the ground, and I can do it when he don't feel good, or when it's cold and wet, or when it's hot. I got heater up here, I got air conditioning, but y'all see, man, I get on those ground, I get out there and I do it too. I pick up trash, I unbolt tires and wheels, I cut catalytic converters off, I pop tanks. I'm in it too. But that's my job. I got to come up with solutions. Hey, how about this? How about we do a little shout out with story time about a Suburban. How about that? Cowboy story time. Let's bust this Eclipse down real quick, and we'll put something else up there. Easy. All right, we got a battery. Go get that knocked out. Oh, one thing I gotta add, the Joker revealed, or he let it be known, that he's a stupid Mustang fan. And I'm kind of torn on this. This ain't a way to get a shout out with me. That kind of stuff is like family problems. You want to keep that to yourself. I'm joking, but hey, look here. So I was working in a parts yard, and I was needing some gas for my truck, and then my rag guy, the dismantle guy, he was needing gas too. Well, we had like a 90 model Suburban, and this Suburban is one of those that has 2 tanks on it. So I put the car up on the rack, and I told him, I said, hey man, I need some gas. And he was like, man, I need some gas too. And I was like, okay man, you get 1 tank, I get the other tank. We're both gonna be winners in this. So he dropped the first tank, no biggie, it hits the ground. And then he drops that second tank, and man, the tank, when it hit the ground, it was like boom, like bang, like something super heavy hit the ground. And both of us kind of looked at each other, and then what we'd do is we would take the tank, and we had a truck bed turned over, like kind of like a table sort of, and we'd poke a hole in it, and then we would drain that into our gas jugs. Anyway, my rag guy, he goes over to pick up that tank, and he's like, man, I can't pick it up, dude. It's heavy. I can't pick it up. I'm like, what, dude? What are you talking about? Well, I get off the loader, and so I'm like, man, what's the deal? So I get off the loader and I help him, and man, this tank is like heavy, and we're both like, man, something's different about this. So we take a Sawzall. And I'm like, I gotta know what's up. Let's cut this thing open. So we take a Sawzall and we cut one top of the corner off, and marijuana, weed, starts squirting out of this tank like you're squeezing a toothpaste tube, and it's the fancy word is extruding. It was just spraying out of the corner of this tank. This tank was stuffed full of weed. Of course, we called the proper authorities. The DEA came over, and then representatives of local law enforcement. They came over, but that was my first encounter with something like that. Well, there's a little story time. I don't know if it's a great story, but I ain't never seen that much weed at one time. I've never seen weed. Hey, but Joker, I appreciate you, brother. I know you've been tuning in, and hey, listen, guys, I'm gonna grab this van over here. We're gonna put there's a group of guys, Renegades of Decay, and up there in Chicago, Gary, Indiana, up in that area, and they do y'all seen other shout outs I've done: Steel City Storm, Midwest Flesh, The Seeker, my boy Social Reg. It's they have helped my channel. Somewhere in Chicago, or I think maybe Gary, I don't know. One of these abandoned houses, they spray painted cowboy car crushing in there on the walls for me. How cool is that? How cool? Now, I'm not encouraging nobody to, graffiti, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, if the house is going to be tore down anyway, who cares? So let's get this over there, and we'll get to crushing some cars. I gotta stack some more stuff up. I think I need to move that Cadillac a little bit so I can put something on top of it. Don't worry, I'm gonna get some spray paint up on this in just a second. You want to crush it? You want to crush it? Well, the camera fell and messed it all up. I'm sorry, guys. I told them what I said. I told them last night. They were talking about they got these new camera holder deals that they can put their phone in. Anyway, if I don't find my production equipment in the car, if it ain't free, it ain't for me. Poor boy's got poor boy ways.